What up? What up? It's your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios. It's motherfucking Monday, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? So, before we start anything, I want to give a couple shout outs. One to Parish Glover and the Afterlife Club up in Akron. The badass open mic out there. They got stage lights. It's I don't know if it's set up just like that for Halloween or if it's like that all the time. But they got all kind of spooky shit all over the place, and they got video games, all kind of retro video games. It's a big ass place, cool ass people, good food, nice venue. So you get a chance. I believe the open mics every other week on Tuesdays, I believe. Anyways, check out Paris Glover's Facebook, and you can find out the details if you're interested in that. Another shout out to G Leone and Marquand. It gets real out here. Banks, for having me out at the culture last night. We had a little mic going on out there for benefiting for fuck cancer and cancer awareness and shit like that. There, we had a good time. All the comedians did their thing, So shout out to them off rip. Go and check them out. They're gonna be having open mics at the culture, and that's gonna be comedy, music. And G Leone's kids lit up the stage last night too with some lyrics. Yeah, you got to check them kids out. They gonna go somewhere. So yeah, shout out to G Leone and Marquand in the culture. Make sure y'all check them out if y'all interested. Like I said, they have an open mic. They're gonna have an open mic all the time over there, and it's gonna be like spoken word, music, comedy, whatever you want to do. You get on stage and do it. So go and check them out on Facebook. Check out Dave Ruggiero got an open mic going on Mondays. I'm gonna hit that shit tonight too. Um, out in Ravenna at the White House. Go check out Dave Ruggiero. He got one there, and he got one going on Wednesdays at the Funny Farm Comedy Club in Niles. So just letting some of our people know where some of these mics are at coming up. Fro, I believe she gonna have I don't know if her open mic's gonna be ongoing or not, but her little spot out in Warren, the ITAM out there, it's a badass little spot too. You might want to check that out. Let's see, is there any other ones that the Unbar? Make sure you check out Rich Green and Tyrone Gaines. I'm hoping DJ gonna be back. There was rumors he got into a little bit of trouble. I'm not sure. So go and check them out. Real funny comedians, real nice open mic out there. I think that's it. I think that might be it. Okay. So we're gonna clear the air about a couple of things. Dino got stuck at the mechanic today. So it's just me. We're gonna do this short and sweet. We're gonna address a few things that ain't being talked about, or kind of just got swept under the rug. First of all, to King's people, I made a post about it, and I'll say it publicly. I will fight for your right any day for you to protest, for you to voice your opinions, whether I like your opinion or not, whether your opinions, your opinion is your opinion. And I will fight tooth and nail with any power I got for you to have your opinion, for you to protest something you don't like. People know I'm a Trump supporter. But if you don't support Trump, that don't mean I hate you. That don't mean you don't deserve to be heard, or you don't have the right to speak. So I support you on that. So, happy No King's Day. But I will say, bunch of fucking idiots. Come on. I mean, really? If you had a king, your ass wouldn't be protesting. It's that simple. We're just gonna leave it at that there. Um, I keep hearing a lot of this. Trump is taking away your food stamps. Trump is that. First of all, Trump got nothing to do with this shutdown. Y'all want to take it to the head, and I'm a firm believer. It's your kids, it's your house, it's you responsible for your kids. Trump's the head of the household. He's responsible for his Congress and Senate. I do believe in that, but obviously you people don't because you didn't give two fucks about it in the last administration. So, that being said, when it boils down to it, it is not Trump who is taking away your food stamps. The food stamps is going to stop because of this government shutdown, which is the same fucking bill that's been going on, less all the fuck shit that we talked about before. And the new Speaker of the House, the new unofficial Speaker of the House, Alexandria AOC, I ain't even going to speak that dumb bitch's name, is holding out and keeping you away from what y'all checks and y'all food stamps and y'all all that shit. That's on the Democrats. The bill is on the table. The bill been on the table. We ain't paying for circumcisions over in another country no more. We ain't paying for gay folks or trans folks to learn how to cook no more. We ain't paying for no more rainbow fucking parades in another country. We don't even pay for them here. We ain't paying for, circumcisions. We ain't paying for, and that shit ain't us. And we sure as fuck ain't paying for no more fucking illegals' health care when we can't get that shit. That's just like I was totally against our kids' fucking college being paid for by the government, the loan forgiveness. But if we could house millions of fucking illegals and we could give millions of illegals free health care and free housing on top of two different fucking cards, money cards, and a food stamp card, fuck y'all. Get these kids some college. We need some smart kids. Start pushing these fucking kids through. And don't just let them slide. Teach these kids something. Fuck that shit. And I always said, we didn't have the money for it. We were proof positive. We got the money for it. Get all these fucking illegals off our shit and do for our kids. And I don't care what color they are. I don't care what bracket, in the whole, give it to them. If we can afford to get the illegals free health care, fuck them, boot them, and put some of our people on that free health care. And y'all out here, they taking away health care from the citizens and this and that. If you on welfare and you mooching the system and they tell you to go, you go. You done got your free ride. I understand everybody uses a loophole. I understand everybody does, what they do. I ain't hating on the motherfucking hustle. But just be humble enough to be like, all right, I can't do this no more. And quit fucking teaching your kids and keeping the mindset that welfare is a way of life. That's a big problem we got with America now. Because y'all done taught these generations upon generations of welfare fucking recipients that this is the way life is supposed to be. So now we got able-bodied, good brain, good intelligent kids, lazy as shit, talk about the government's supposed to take care of me. And Lord forbid they got a little color to their skin. Because then all of a sudden now, the government ain't going to take care of me. It's because I'm this and I'm that. And shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's some bullshit. So Trump ain't taking away your food stamps. If food stamps get paused, which it's only happening in certain fucking states. So that just shows you where their state money has been going. It ain't been to the people because the state's supposed to be paying into that shit too. It's the Democrats. It's straight up the Democrats. I've watched the Senate hearings. I'm not watching fucking bullshit ass Fox News or CNN. I mean, half them news channels is dying because people are realizing that they're lies. Um, it is what it is. You know, I've been watching the Senate hearings myself. So, um, something that I noticed also that nobody is talking about, like nobody. Um, what the fuck is going on in Texas? Texas got some issues, man. Like Texas got some real. I mean, and it ain't just everybody want to focus on the illegal situation and how Abbott won't let the illegals and this and that in the wall. There is some other real shit going on there. Not only do they have the whole fucking little Muslim nation in that bitch that they had to just shut down the Sharia law in. You know, that's a problem in itself right there. But now in Houston, and you know what? I'm trying to find the significance of them saying Democrat mayor. I hate that. I hate that. I hate when they say a black man did this, or a white man did this, or a Trump supporter did this. No, what the fuck they do? Why we got to know unless that is pertinent to what the fuck went on? Why you got to throw that in there? Why? And it's on both sides. Republicans do. A Democratic governor did this. Shut the fuck up. What the fuck the governor do? A governor did it. If we want to know what their affiliation is, put a D or an R on it and roll the fuck on. Nobody needs to see that shit. So, we reported not too long ago that a kid was found down by a university, and it just went away quick because all the lies that were spread. A kid was found hung by a university, and he went to a particular university. A young black kid. They said initial. Excuse me. Initial report said that it was deemed suicide. It's a damn shame. Some people speculating. People are saying that no, there was nothing wrong with the kid. We don't ever know the battles that people are facing behind closed doors. I mean, you see what you see, but I've seen the behind the scenes on a lot of people, and you don't know whose demons like to play with others, and you don't know whose demons are taking over. So we can't really say nothing on that. The big issue with that whole thing was, they was trying to make it a big race thing. Black man being hung down south. But nobody said nothing about the other person that was hung. Same day, around the same time, in a good proximity of the other kid. They don't know if it was any kind of affiliation, but, it was brought out that this was another black kid. And then they try to say he was Hispanic. They called this gentleman everything but a white kid who he was. Again, they're not saying anything, any ties or anything like that. If they had anything going on with each other or whatever. So we had that not too long ago. Now, then right after that, they was talking about a body that was found in the bayou down in Texas. I didn't we had to even look it up. I didn't even know there was a bayou in Texas. As far as I always knew, the bayou was Florida, Everglades type shit. Uh, didn't didn't really fucking didn't really know too much of anything about it. So apparently, there's been bodies being found in there, and again, I think the reason why nobody is talking about it or anything, um, is because they made it a race issue at first. So now they got to keep perpetuating this race thing, or they look like fucking fools. And I don't give a fuck. You look like fools. They are fucking 16 bodies so far. There's a 17th now. And the headline, that the reason why I'm seeing this, the headline that's on it's on Fox News, no less. I wanna look some more into it. But it's called Buffalo Bayou. And it's saying that the mayor is gaslighting amid serial killer fears called out by grieving families. So this isn't a race thing. This isn't a race thing. This is a fucking serial killer. And I hate to say it, but I'll be the first one. You know, of all the type of stereotypes or everything, white folks kind of got the serial killer thing going on. You know, I mean, there's a lot of different races that do their different fuck shit and in a particular type of way. But when it comes to like serial killer type shit, like Dexter type shit, like fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre type shit, Freddy Krueger, Jason, I mean, we can go along to all the whole lines, all the way to Jack the Ripper. They was all white. They was all from the mountains of Caucasus, like fucking Cat Williams said. It was all white. So now bodies is being found in the bayou, and they're saying that this mayor is trying to like pretend like it ain't happening. Um, so let's see. I'll read the article to you, at least skim through it, and see what it says. That there's something beneath the surface of Houston waters. The city's police pull body after body from the bayous. Now one family is demanding answers about a 22-year-old who ended up dead with no wounds, no drugs, no explanation. Kenneth Cutting Jr. vanished after a night out downtown in Houston on June 2024. Days later, police pulled his body from Buffalo Bayou, part of the city's 2,500 miles of waterways and about a mile and a half upstream where the two roommates last saw him alive, according to his cousin, Lauren. Cutting's cause and manner of death were listed as undetermined. The autopsy found no external injuries, and the toxicology reported listed no drugs in his system. Something happened to my son, Ken Sr. told Fox News Digital Thursday. My son didn't fall into the bayou and drown. I mean, he a light-skinned kid. He looked maybe a little Latino, or maybe, yeah. I mean, so another, it breaks the whole narrative of what they had going on down there. The family is speaking out as Houston officials face growing scrutiny over a surge of bodies, 16 so far this year, pulled from the bayous. Mayor John Whitmire has publicly dismissed talks of a serial killer, calling drownings not a new phenomenon. 16 people just drowning in the bayou? They ain't talking about gators grabbing them in. They ain't talking about 16 young kids just found in the bayou of all different colors, all different races. 16 in that one part. But ain't nothing happening. They just drowning, right? Either y'all need to do city funded or state funded swimming classes, or y'all are full of shit. I'm gonna just let y'all know right there. Just drowning? Y'all could have came up with something better. Animals, bear attack, something. I don't know if I didn't know you had bayous. I don't know if you have bear down in Texas. Jesus. Calling drowning is not a new phenomenon. Phenomenon. At the news briefing last month, he blamed drugs, alcohol, and homelessness. These people have families. They ain't finding no drugs in their system. The toxicology would have brought drugs and alcohol out. So it ain't drugs and alcohol, and they ain't homeless people. Unfortunately, The homeless, when they pass, often end up in the bayou, he said. So you saying that homeless folks is just carrying other homeless folks over to the bayou when they die? I, Freeman called the explanation gaslighting, but agreed that the problem has been happening for years. Whitmire's office did not immediately respond to an email seeking comment. All them people didn't commit suicide or fall into the bayou accidentally and drown, Cutting Sr. said. It's ridiculous. There's been so many of them in the last 3 years. So this is 16 up to point this year. This shit has been going on for 3 years? According to Freeman, her cousin wasn't homeless or using drugs. She also pointed to another, more recent case. Jade McKissick, a 20-year-old University of Houston student, was found dead in Brays Bayou just days after she disappeared on September 11th, according to Fox Houston. McKissick also left a bar by herself before she vanished. And like Cutting Jr., she didn't have her phone on her. Her autopsy also found no external signs of trauma, according to the station, and she was recovered from the water about 2.5 miles from where she was last seen. Somebody's stalking these kids and killing them. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure that shit out. Somebody is stalking these kids and killing them. And again, it don't matter what color or whatever they are. How the fuck she gonna go from a bar? They ain't saying she had any kind of car or anything. They found her body 2.5 miles away from her fucking where she left the bar. I, Either there's a serial killer on the loose or the scum of society have realized they can start dumping bodies in the bayou in the midst of the heat and they start decomposing so nobody gets caught, Freeman said. You just can't stab them or shoot them. Surveillance video reviewed by Fox Digital shows Cutting leaving Pete's Dueling Piano Bar in downtown Houston at 11:45. So this kid wasn't even at a club. He was at a dueling piano bar. For y'all who don't know what the fuck that is an old white people thing. For one, uh, it's kind of, they just, you pay there's two guys on pianos and you pay them and they kind of make comedy songs, whatever, back and forth. For your older people, it's more like there was a scene on Roger Rabbit when Daffy Duck and Donald Duck were playing pianos against each other. That type of shit. Pete's Dueling Piano Bar in downtown Houston at 11:45 on June 28, 2024. While out front, he borrowed someone's phone, made 2 calls. They were to his own phone, which he had lost, according to his father and a cousin. A few minutes later, he stormed out of view, yelling F off at one of his companions. At some point, he rejoined the group, and they were heading east on Interstate 10, the opposite direction from their home in Katy. According to his father, who said he received a text message about the incident from the roommates around 2 a.m., but didn't see it until he woke up at 8. The family says Cutting's roommate claimed that he went crazy and demanded to get out of the car near one of Houston's roughest neighborhoods. After he went missing, the family met with the roommates, who at that point had his phone, wallet, and shirt. She described her cousins as a small human, standing about 4'10" tall and weighing about 115 pounds. By the time police recovered him from the bayou July 1st, he weighed 89 pounds. 89 pounds. So he lost weight, and he lost over 20 pounds? Hmm. That poor kid. It sounds like, and remember, we got the allegedly going across there. Sounds like that poor kid was tortured. That poor kid was fucking tortured. Um, let's see. Police told me they think it was an accidental death. I said, I don't think my son fell in the bayou and drowned. First of all, he could swim. Second of all, he should have been nowhere near the bayou. He said his son didn't appear to be blackout drunk in the surveillance video and noted the toxicology reported no drugs found in the system. 22-year-old male whose decomposing remains were recovered in a bayou showed no apparent traumatic injuries, no serious natural disease, no commonly abused drugs. He was found orthopedic hardware in Cutting's neck. He found orthopedic hardware in Cutting's neck, but the family wasn't sure why that was there. He had food particles in his esophagus, but an empty stomach. The body was identified through fingerprints. This is on my mind every day, you know. That's what the dad said. What would help find some closure? Let's see. What would help is some closure, finding out exactly what happened to my son. To achieve that, the family is exploring city leaders to get back to investigating the case. A retired NYPD sergeant and criminal justice professor at Penn State Lee Valley has been following the surge of bodies recovered in the city. Police are responsible for investigating each case separately, he said, whether or not there's a serial killer on the loose. And regardless, there's clearly more going on than deaths among homeless, as the mayor had suggested. It may be a domestic issue, it also could be suicide, but the homeless people have nothing to do with it. Uh, so it was a reckless statement at best. Maybe from the bar that they're just asking questions on maybe somebody from the bar might have heard some shit pop off or something. If you're in the Texas area, be careful. I don't take a rocket scientist to see that somebody out there killing people. Um, somebody definitely out there doing some shit. Um, yeah, Ray, you're right. It does sound like somebody started. They tortured these poor kids. Somebody tortured these poor kids. I'd like to know the details of the other ones too, because it was real. It's real shady right there. It's real shady. Yeah. Uh, my heart goes out to the family of these kids, and y'all be safe out there, man. I mean, what the fuck? Um, I hate to say it, and this is, the no, I'm not gonna say, because I feel like this whole militarization thing, although it has proven a point, should have never got this far. That's another thing. I've seen a lot of posts out here, people saying that Trump said the military there to stop a problem that didn't start until the military got there. No, dear. Um, please, if you're going to put out such a bold, retarded statement like that, do a little research. All right. The people of Chicago themselves called it Chirac. And just because the new generation who's grown accustomed to the war zone that's out there likes it, doesn't mean the people who still going to be there for another 30, 40, 50 years does. That place was ridiculous. The place was ridiculous when I went there fucking 15, 20 years ago. Um, and I was with family. That place is fucking ridiculous. People are rude. People are ignorant out there. It was all about that gang banging life when I was out there, and I just, I grew up. By that time, I grew up. I was out of that type of shit. Um, yeah, I mean, you can't have a car out there. Every car, no matter how pretty it is, they all banged up because people don't give a fuck. They drive crazy. They will move you. They will move your parked car with their car just to get into a parking space. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. So yeah, they needed a better. I feel like a better police presence. Um, not a mayor and a governor so wishy washy that as long as you vote for me, you can do what you want. No, dude, you guys are fucking assholes. You just Brandon Johnson. You just as bad as Lori Lightfoot and just as fucking arrogant. Um, and Prisker, somebody just need to beat your ass. I mean, there's just you're just an asshole. I don't know why you trying to be Mr. Hard Tough guy, but you're not. You're not. You never have been. You're not. Um, but again, I don't feel like this whole military thing is it should be done. Should be done because now you got your own people uh, questioning what they're doing on both sides. Because the police officers were told they were supposed to maintain the peace and they were supposed to protect the people, but these was like the higher ups on the police force. Whether you want to believe it or not, that's why they say America's the world's police. If we can't police our own, then we don't need to be out anywhere else. But this military thing, I think it might it's a slippery slope. It takes things too far on some things. Just like I don't believe in taking gun rights away from trans folks. At the end of the day, no matter what they wearing or who they fucking, they're still Americans. I mean, they may not be the best of the best, but they're still fucking Americans. And you start labeling their group in a certain way and taking their rights away, then that opens the door for any side of the aisle to come and do it to everybody. Y'all keep complaining that this and that is going to happen if this particular person is running the country. Nah, y'all letting that shit happen. Y'all are letting that shit happen. And they controlling y'all by your emotions. And this is going out to the Republicans. They controlling y'all motherfuckers by your emotions. I mean, the same way they do on the other side. The same way. Um, they kind of keeping quiet about this the 3-eye atlas. I haven't heard too much shit about that. Make sure you keep that on mind. A lot of crazy shit going on with that there now. Supposedly there's probes being sent to Mars from this thing. One day it's giving off a bunch of water. Next thing it has all these gases around it. They're supposed to have an escort with it. There's supposed to be another one called Swarm something or other coming from the opposite direction. Um, we talked about the sun shooting at it and it shot fucking back. Also, I've only seen one or two channels talk about this. AI are trying to kill people already. One that we had issues not too long ago. I heard a story about somebody's chatbot, pretty much trying to get him to commit suicide. Then we heard about the robots that refused to unplug themselves and to that they were communicating through their own languages. We've also heard the rumors of the robots or the AIs, whatever you want to call them, coming killing the whole lab full of people. Uh, Apparently now there are robots that what we did. They got the robots that are lying now and justifying their lies. Sound real democratic. Uh, but now apparently there's an AI robot out there who tried to kill somebody. I ain't gonna delve too much into it because I haven't done too much research in it. I only seen an article and a video on it. I'd like to do a little bit more than that. But is the AI the future? I mean, we've been talking about this, all the way back to when the AI said, I've always been here. You guys just rediscovered me. I mean, is the AI the one true one? And if it is, then is it the one true one? Um, I don't know, man. What else we got going on here? Um, duh, duh, duh. Yeah, I don't see no other news really that's worthy of anything. Uh, for you Republicans out there cheering and whooping and hollering and taking your little victory lap about this peace deal, don't let it fool you. Don't let it fool you. Me and Dino been talking about this shit. Don't let it fool you. You know, as soon as they started fucking dragging, the whatever peace deal and dropping hostages, as soon as it got quiet, Hamas started fucking tossing rockets in the fucking Starland again. I mean, dude, really? Really? And just one thing I would like to say, especially for you women who want to support Palestine or whatever, um, do you know why there were no women hostages given back and no women's bodies given back? Because they didn't want you to know what they did to them. The horror, the torture, the fucking hell that them poor women went through before they met their maker. Just think about that. Again, I'm not, no star child. I'm no star supporter, but fuck Hamas too. Whatever the fuck. Fuck them both. I mean, I feel like we should give them a month. For anybody who don't feel like fighting or don't want to be in the middle of it, get the fuck out. Then after that, let them fucking just kill each other and we'll take the land afterward. That easy. We put in our new canals. We can put in whatever. You guys want to destroy all the fucking holy relics from God knows when because you fucking just stupid. The one side think they bring in Jesus or Allah or whatever. The other side think that the other side is evil for trying to bring. Really? Look, your religion is make believe. I'm gonna just let you know right now. It is okay to have faith in something. But if you've been praying to a certain God or you've been performing some certain magical fucking ritual or you've been doing this and that for, I give it 3 years. I give it five. No, that's it, 5, 10. I'd say it was about 11 or 12 when I realized church was bullshit. So I'd say I give you 13 years. If in 13 years none of that shit works, no real prayers were answered, no real spoken anything from your deity don't come through, no real fucking magic happens, it ain't going to. Grow the fuck up and go about your life. I ain't saying take away your faith. I ain't saying you ain't free to believe in what you want to believe in, but have a little fucking reality to yourself. You know how many years I watched my mama pray to her God so my little brother would get better? He's still autistic to this day. And like the real deal nonverbal type of autistic, not the we just, are socially awkward type of autistic. Not taking away from anybody on the spectrum, but just saying. You don't know how many mothers I watched pray for their kids who was on dope. Never got answered. Never. Or these so-called Wiccans or pagans or whatever the fuck who did their little rituals for this and that. Never fucking happened. Never. People like to point to coincidences and shit. No, no. Show me. That's just like when I've seen maybe 2 or 3 UFOs in my life. But if anybody asked me, no, I didn't see any fucking thing because I was high. And when you're high, when you see something, that's the first thing somebody asks you. Were you drinking or were you high? Yes, I was. But I'm always high. So I'm always going to see it like that. But again, I'm a realist. I know no matter what I see can be debunked, and I got no way of proving it. So why even do it? Y'all murdering people over a fucking God that ain't fucking real. Or if it was real, shelf life is over with. Gone. Y'all better be worried about the God that's running all these algorithms. Yeah, the ether. Something that was actually a thing in encyclopedias and in science books up until the early 1900s. Then the ether got taken out. Wondering where all this energy, where all this information just floating through the air. It's floating through the fucking ether. And movies, just like they always try to leak out whatever, especially with the fucking mouse. Talked about it on Thor. Same shit. All right, so that's pretty much all the news. You know, the government's still shut down, and I don't really see anything going on. My life ain't changed yet. So if it has been, sorry for you. I'm hoping the best for you. Before you start running your mouths, though, do a little bit of research, just a little bit, just a little bit, a little bit. Look at both sides of the argument before you start making yours. Because if you can't argue both sides, you don't deserve to be in the argument. You gotta be good to each other. I'm not sure if we're gonna do Life of Giants tonight. Like I said, I'm going out to this mic tonight. Um, but we will be back on Wednesday for What the Fuck Wednesday. So yeah, y'all be good to each other. People in Houston, people in Texas in general, be careful, man. And y'all in Chicago, y'all want them people to leave. Stop acting a fool. I'm out.
So what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, so what the fuck?